It's sunny out, it's car day, and today is my only day off. I'm a little bit under the weather, but we're gonna see what we can do because we got a bit of things that we gotta do to the Hachiroku. And today is basically like the first day where I actually thoroughly get to go through the car and check everything out. And there's one thing that I really wanna do. Got all the car stuff over here, things that we're gonna be doing today. It's a total mess here, but we got interior cleaning supplies, lights so that we can see because we're still in the same parking lot. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take my car to the wash bay today. As you guys know, I've taken you guys there once. There's only a single self car wash in this entire city. There's only 4 stalls and it's super ghetto and it's really busy all the time. So yeah, basically what we got to do is we got to clean up the rims because they're super filled with brake dust. And yeah, they're causing a lot of squeaking noises at really light pressure when I brake. So gonna go ahead and clean up the rims and the barrels as best as I can. But unfortunately, I don't have a torque wrench. I don't have jack stands, so I cannot lift up the car. So everything's have to be done in the parking lot because I guess I'm not gonna take the car to the wash bay just to rinse off the rims or whatever. So we can do what we can by hand in the parking lot as best as possible without even removing the rims or the tires. We're gonna have to use, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go as ghetto as possible and use literally a spray bottle to rinse everything down. And then we got, I don't know what this is, iron remover. I don't know what you actually call this kind of stuff. You know, like when you spray it onto rims and then it turns purple and it shows you like where all the dirtiness is and everything and it removes it without you having to touch it. Yeah, because I can't remove the rims or the tires from the car, I don't know if this is actually safe to spray directly onto the rotors or the brake pads themselves. I'm not sure if it's okay or not. I'm gonna have to do some research, but I guess for now, I'll try and spray around it as best as I can, not directly spray onto it. And we'll just clean up the rims a little bit because they are absolutely filthy. Also, in case you were wondering, this is what gas prices are in Japan. 177 yen a liter for high octane, just under 40 liters in the tank, for 7,034 yen into the Hachiroku. Not bad if you ask me. Let's go to the parking lot. We're on our way to the lot. We haven't been there in a while. And this walk feels really nice actually because the weather's cooler. And we get to walk past the moat like usual. Haven't done this in a while, so this is kind of fun. There's a few of them. And one over there. Water's super clean today though. It's not usually like this. Usually, the water's so murky that you can't even see any of the koi swimming around. This is really cool though. I walk to the lot every single day. Oh, big one there. You know, you can actually feed them, but the koi in this side, yeah, they don't even react to food when you throw it in, even if it's like actual koi food. You have to like go all the way around to the other side of the moat on the other side, and all the koi there are a lot more active than these ones. And here we are. This is quite a different view for you guys. Here she is. Yeah, she barely fits in this parking space. Like I'm almost completely up against the wall. I do have like the foam or whatever to prevent accidentally bumping into this. Yeah, that's definitely too small, but yeah, just that little square right there costs like 20 bucks. So if I were to fill like more of this wall, it'd be like $100. But yeah, I do the best I can with parking, but look at this. We barely fit in the parking space. And they're pretty strict about how you park in Japan. If your car hangs out of a parking space, sometimes you get in trouble for it. But because I've been in this parking space for like 2 years now, and the owner of this parking lot knows me really well and everything, and they know about the whole situation and everything, so they don't really care as long as I do my best. But today, which, yeah, it's definitely too dark to show you guys, but I'll grab the lights. We are gonna clean up the rims because they are super dirty. And I wanna clean around the barrels, and if I can spray the rotors and the brake pads as best as possible, which I pretty sure is not a good idea with that spray bottle that I showed you guys. I might do that a little bit just to get the car not to squeak super loudly at super light braking. But I think I just gotta clean this up a little bit, really simply. But like I told you guys, I don't have a torque wrench. I don't have jack stand, so I have no way to lift this car, no way to remove the rims or anything like that. So everything's going to be done just like this, and we'll do the best we can. I'm not trying to get it 100%, but yeah, I'll grab the flashlight and I'll show you guys how dirty these actually are. Yeah, it's been like just under a month since I got the keys to this thing, and I still very, very slightly feel the new car smell inside of here, which is unbelievable. But that's probably going to disappear pretty soon because I do use car interior cleaner to clean up all dust and everything. So that smell's going to be gone soon. I gotta probably get a new air freshener because this thing's actually kind of rotting because I've had it for so long. But these things are super, super good. So yeah, might have to do that, but that's for another time. Let's grab the light from the backpack now, and I'll show you guys how dirty the rims actually are. So if I turn these on, can you guys see it all? Maybe if I turn both of them on. All right, so I don't know if you can tell how dirty that is, but the barrels are literally like kinked with brake dust. And then, yep, all of that there too. I don't know if there's anything I can do to clean that. I'm gonna have to do some research, maybe look at some YouTube videos. I don't know if it's safe to touch the rotors and the brake pads or whatever by trying to clean them with car cleaners and stuff like that. I don't know if there's specific things you're supposed to use. All right, so upon further research, which I have sprayed, I don't know if you can see, I sprayed some of it on already. Upon further research, pretty much everything that I looked at on Google, every forum or whatever that I looked at said, do not spray directly onto the rotors or the brake pads themselves, because this stuff will actually remove some of the coating and some of the necessary substances that are on the pads and the rotors themselves. So I'm gonna try my best to spray around it. I mean, some of it's obviously going to get on the rotors, but I'm not gonna spray directly onto it. So I did spray a little bit. I'm gonna do all four really quickly. I'm running out of this stuff, so I won't be able to do it thoroughly, but I mean, it's kind of hard to show you guys in the dark parking lot anyways. So I do the best I can, but I'm really tired today and I'm kind of under the weather, like I mentioned earlier. So not feeling the greatest, but I'll do it a little bit just to clean these up because I really don't want these to start corroding or whatever the heck. So 15 minutes or so, I use like one of those sponges. And yeah, that's just by doing the right sides. And I could barely, if I can show you guys, I could barely reach inside of the barrels at all. I tried a little bit. This stuff works extremely well, but I did have to scrub a little bit. But I could only do like just the bare minimum surface, which probably is meaningless, but yeah, now you can really tell, look how dirty those are. I really got to figure something out with this. This would consist of me buying a torque wrench, getting a set of jacks, and then what is it called? What is it called? A pallet jack? What is it called to lift the car up? Sorry, I honestly have no idea what those are called. I need a bunch of jacks and everything, but yeah, I have no way to get all that stuff to the parking lot because I'd have to lug it with me down the road. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if just actually taking the car to the wash bay and rinsing this off and soaping and everything. I don't know if that'll actually work to get everything that's in here. But yeah, as of right now, there's no way I can actually lift this car up and have all the necessary tools that I need to do that. I would actually have to take this car to a shop somewhere where I actually have access to all the tools and everything, because there's no way I'd be able to do it here even if I had everything I needed. And an hour later, I think I'm done. So I did the left sides. Yeah, I didn't move the car, so that side was pretty nightmarish to do, which I can show you guys. Did my best. The left is, yeah, pretty bad actually. I tried to do inside the barrels as much as I could, but unfortunately, without proper tools and proper lighting, there's just no way I'm gonna get this better than this. But for the fact that I had to do everything completely by hand with minimal amount of supplies, I think I did pretty well. Luckily, I was able to do enough that this won't become catastrophic for corrosion or anything like that, or seizing and stuff like that. So, you know, just a bit of a rinse on everything by hand. But this side, yeah, this was kind of tricky. I don't know why I didn't bother to move the car, but did what I could. Yeah, I can't really show you guys, but yeah, I just sprayed them down. Yeah, until one day I can potentially find someone where that somebody that has a shop that I could possibly borrow, or have a chance so I can actually raise up my car with a hoist lift or something like that, and actually remove the tires and rims and completely clean it out. Yeah, if I leave it like this, it'll get really bad. So for the time being, luckily I can do this kind of by hand, which is better than nothing. Honestly, it makes me less nervous about something going horribly wrong with how dirty these are getting. I think that's pretty much it, actually. There's not much happening. You guys know that I'm still definitely looking for a nurse spec wing for this, or a nurse spec trunk combination, so I can swap this out and then put the nurse spec trunk on here, and then eventually we'll swap out the rims. I don't think I'm ever going to lower this car, just because it's already as low as I comfortably want to drive it. So, and getting in and out of this parking lot would be an absolute nightmare if the car was lower. So yeah, we'll one day probably get new rims for this nurse spec, and honestly I think that's about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do much more to this. Like I mentioned in the previous video, this car is super clean, so I kind of want to keep it like that as much as I can. So a very minimal amount of stuff. If I can remove something without damaging it or without permanently changing it, and then keep the original parts, then that's what I'm going to do. So swap out the rims, keep these stock rims, keep the trunk and the current wing, but swap it out for a new trunk and a nurse spec. And then maybe an exhaust swap, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that. I would definitely need someone's help with all of this. So, but for now, the car's going to stay just like this, and just clean it up little by little. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, just wipe this down a little bit because it's a bit dusty. It's always the rear. That's what I noticed. Hachiroku's always the rear of the car gets super dirty. The rest of the car generally stays pretty clean. But for some reason, the trunk area, this whole area here, for some reason is the part that gets the dirtiest the most out of the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. Not really finding anything too interesting. There's so many copies of the same things here, so I don't think any of these are rare, but that's kind of cool. I think Hot Wheels here though are kind of expensive, 330 yen for that. I think these are pretty expensive actually. Yeah, not really anything. Not really anything worth picking up. That's kind of cool actually. 550 yen though. That's kind of expensive, isn't it? The Liberty Walk Super Silhouette Nissan S15. Silvia S15. I've never seen this in black. I've seen the white and yellow on this one. I've actually seen this car in person. This one's everywhere. But I've never seen a black version. I've never seen this one. That's kind of cool actually. 550 yen though. If it was like 300 yen or something, I'd probably buy this, but I'm not Really sure 550 yen's worth it or not, but that is pretty cool though. Hey. I know this would actually be worth picking up, but I'm not gonna buy it. I think some of you would really like this. Otherwise, not really anything. I really want to get a scale model of the Hachiroku in white, but I can never find one. I want one in this size, but 6,600 yen, which isn't too bad. If you go any bigger than this, it'd already be over $100. I would love to get one like this, but I can never find one. There's a S2K, I think. I can't tell from here. I think that's an S2K. Type R. A lot of stuff. CRX. FTO. Cappuccino. There's a A86 Sprinter 2NO. 1983. Huh. Honda Beats. R30 Skyline, I think. Another S2K. S15, that's kind of cool actually. Yellow S15. 4,000 yen. Enos Roadster. Silica. There was a Supra somewhere, or is a 180. That's kind of cool. Oh, here it is. It's a Supra. It doesn't have the hoop spoiler though. Still kind of cool, but nothing I'm too interested in. Is that a Honda City? It is actually. That's kind of only 2,200 yen. That's pretty cool actually. Oh, but it's damaged. That's why. There's damage on it somewhere. Someone must have dropped it or something. That's unfortunate. Type R. That's cool. 4,400 yen. That's really cool actually. Yeah, nothing I'm looking for though, unfortunately. Nothing I'm looking for. Or the race line stuff. I don't know anything about GT cars and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool, but like 6,000 yen for a tiny little scale model. I mean, if you're a collector, I guess these are worth it, but for someone like me, I'm not paying almost $200 for something that's like this big. Still, kind of cool to look at, but I don't know anything about this kind of stuff. I want more of the generic stuff. Evo. Kind of cool. 2,000 yen, that's not too bad. Kind of cool, but too small. I want like a larger scale model of the Hachiroku, but for some reason it's hard to find. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Yeah, I really have no idea about any of this kind of stuff. You guys tell me, do any of these look like they're worth it? They're all like, most of these are like $100 and over. They're tiny. They're like the size of Hot Wheels. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. F50. Is that a... I don't know what Ferrari, LaFerrari, I don't know. I don't know Ferraris too. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. And then Honda, what is that? That's an NSX. Wow. Ferrari, what does it look like? It has a Supra front end though. I've never seen a Ferrari like this. I have no idea what this is. It doesn't say. I don't know what Ferrari this is. Someone tell me what this is. I have no idea what this is. Huh, weird. Dude, that's kind of cool actually. really expensive though. That is pretty cool. I would love to collect some of these kind of things, but man, they're expensive. Jesus, that's like almost 30 bucks for a Hot Wheels sized figure, I guess. Now unless we find a Hachiroku. I would really love a scale model, but yeah, we're never gonna find one unless I go to like an actual collector car store, which there is one in my area. Not sure if they'd have one though. I'm done. Came out to a hobby store because I haven't been here in a while. Didn't really find anything worth picking up, but everything's kind of really expensive. I guess hobby related stuff's always been like that. But yeah, I mainly wanted to drive the Hachiroku because just cleaned it up. It's looking super neat now. And yeah, I think we got some things we gotta do to it. Dude, this looks so good. So crazy packed in this parking lot though, but this thing is super, super nice. Cleaned it up. Now we can actually kind of see this better. Yeah, that's pretty bad actually. I couldn't do a thorough job, but hey, it's better than it was, so I ain't complaining. Also, this K-Van is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Look at it. Super tiny steering wheel. Super aftermarket. And yeah, one more thing. Check out that Delica over there. Dude, that thing is crazy. Zombie killing machine. Dude, that thing is so crazy. I can't imagine the body roll in that thing. But holy Jesus, that thing is nuts. Oh my God. Absolutely crazy. Dude, that is so cool. Holy Jesus. Need like a ladder to get into that. Crazy. All right, I'm done. That was pretty fun. Today's my only day off, so I thought I'd come out to this store and check out anything I could possibly find. We didn't find anything worth picking up though. Everything was like super expensive. And I was looking for a scale model for a Hachiroku, but unfortunately I couldn't find that at all. So maybe next time, maybe some other place we'll find something. But for now, I'm gonna go. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting really kind of sweaty wearing this because yeah, it's still like summer temperatures here. The humidity's gone down completely, but hopefully we can finally start doing some things. Nothing's been done since the first video of this car that we posted, but I am trying to get a nurse spec for the trunk, or a new, I guess a new trunk with a nurse spec on it, and then eventually swap out the rims. And honestly, yeah, like I mentioned, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do to this thing. I mean, if I wanted to, I could swap out the seats and do all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, the stock seats in this car are so good that I don't think I even want to change them out, unless I want to change them out so that I can prevent wearing these ones out, which means I would have to store them somewhere, which I don't really have space for that. But for now, yeah, I think things will pretty much stay as they are. I would love to swap out the steering wheel. Stock steering wheel is great. I love it. But, you know, I would love to swap it out for like a purple NRG or something like that to match this, and, you know, make more of the purple theme that I told you guys that I wanted to do. Yeah, I would definitely have to find someone to do it for me, or somebody that could help me out, someone that's done it before to their own car or something like that. But yeah, like I mentioned all the time, I don't think any of you guys live remotely near me or even in the same country as me. So yeah, finding someone that could actually help me out or meet up with some of you guys would pretty much be impossible. And most of the other like YouTubers, like car YouTubers that are living in Japan, like Iya and Salmon and those other guys, stuff like that, yeah, they all live in Tokyo area. And as you guys know, I don't live in Tokyo area. I'm like an hour-and-a-half drive away from there, which to you guys is like, oh, that's not too far. But when you think of the fact that I have to drive into Tokyo, which is pretty difficult with all the traffic and all the crazy roads and confusingness, and then on top of that, all the freeway tolls and everything like that, and finding the time that I have available on me to actually go there. Yeah, in the 5 years I've been living in Japan, just under 5 years, I have not been to Tokyo once, just because of all that stuff. So maybe one day, but for now, we'll do what we can, just in the situation that I'm in currently, and with all the minimal amount of tools and stuff that we have. So I can't really do too much, but like I mentioned, I don't know if I really want to change anything. So everything's pretty good as it is. Everything's in very good shape. So, but anyways, that's gonna do it. I think we're all done here, and I'm just gonna, just chill for now. My only day off, grab some food, get out of here, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Jane. How do you wave like this? I don't know. Whatever. Let's get out of here.